live from where they create. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tuning every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody, hello guys. I am here to bring you guys the reading, the arrest warrant reading for those two individuals, because next week they will not, the 7 individuals that was arrested for those teenagers unaliving, they go back to court on the 12th of March. And I wanted you guys to hear exactly what was said in the arrest report. Remember, Lil Baby's attorney was saying that it was unprofessional and reckless of them for them to put that out there as if Lil Baby was part of it. And when in actuality, he basically was a victim in regard to what I'm talking about with the shooting of at his we call it his video shooting, but also an actual physical shooting with pew pews. So we're gonna go ahead and I played this for my members only, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pull up the audio part of me reading the arrest report, and so you guys could hear exactly what occurred in the report, okay? So you guys ready? Hey everybody that's coming in. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share it with hello everybody, new so. Hi, Nay, welcome, Nay, welcome. That was my brother's nickname. My brother's nickname was Nay. He passed away about 10 years ago, but that was his nickname. So I'm partial to your name. You like my hair? Thank you, Block. It's getting old. You see all the gray hair up in here. But it's a knotless braid. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead on and let the people from the X side. Can somebody share this link to X for me? Maybe I should share it myself. Hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on. Let me share it with X, and then I'll go ahead on and play the recording. I know I should have had the X part up, but I wasn't paying attention. You know me. Y'all know me. Come on now. Y'all know me. I love doing things at the last minute. Hold on. And that's why it's called live. Because you get to do things live without any fakeness, just Memorex. All right, hold on a second. Let me see. I'm live with the arrest report reading. What's that group? All right, let me go ahead on. My apologies, guys. I gotta switch this over. And then I gotta go to my main channel. Your channel. Then I gotta go click this. Copy and share. I'm gonna go and put it over here. And now they can come and watch. They can come in and watch. All right, guys, y'all ready? Okay, let's go ahead on, guys. Make sure you share this, like, share, because now I'm getting ready to go ahead and play me reading the actual police report. Bam. All right. You guys are ready? Okay, let's get going. All right. This is the affidavit for arrest. Georgia Code Antidote 17-4-45. Personally came Marissa D. Benverito, who on oath says that the best of her or his knowledge and belief, Marcus Crawford hereinafter called the accused between 7/2/2024 and 7/2/2024 at 12:20 p.m. and 7/2/2024 at 12:35 p.m. One second, y'all. There's a call coming in. Sorry, guys. There was a call coming in at the time. Sorry. It shouldn't be that long, y'all. Okay, my bad. At Spark Street Southwest in Fulton County, aforesaid did commit the offense of murder, felon count 1, 16-5-1, in that said accused knowingly and intentionally did commit the criminal offense of murder, OCGA 16-5-1A, a felony offense in the state of Georgia, as he unlawfully and with malice aforethought either expressed or imply caused the death of Lamont Freeman by firing his weapon multiple times at the victim, in which the victim was struck in the head and foot. Said, and this deponent makes this affidavit that a warrant may be issued for his or her arrest. And it was signed by Marissa D. Benverito, and the judge was Cheryl Treadwell. Next warrant is state warrant for arrest, Georgia Code, antidote 17 4 46. And here is the next warrant number EW 0468040. Affidavit for arrest. Okay, I'm not going to read her name again because each one starts with the same thing. So I'm just going to say um, between July 2nd, 2024 and at 12:20 p.m. and July 2nd, 2024 at 12:34 p.m. at Spark Street Southwest in Fulton County, as foresaid, did commit the offense of unlawful for a person employed by or associated with a criminal street gang to conduct, participate in criminal felony. Count 1, 16 15 4A. In that said accused unlawfully was employed or associated with a criminal street gang, Goodfellas, to conduct or participate in criminal gang activity by committing the criminal offense of murder. OCGA 16 5 1A, a felony offense in the state of Georgia, as he unlawfully and with malice aforethought either expressed or implied caused the death of Jacody Davis by firing his weapon multiple times at the victim, in which the victim was struck in the torso. Said, and this deponent makes this affidavit that a warrant may it be issued for his or her arrest. Signed by Benverito again. All right. Now, you guys, not gonna read the charges because all of it's mostly gang and murder. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to the detail of the the how they was able to obtain the information. Okay. Excuse me. Hold on a second. I get some water. Okay, now here's the meat and potatoes of this. All right, we're gonna get to the good stuff. During the during duration of during the duration of there being no communication between named members of OMF at approximately 12:33 a.m. on July 2nd, 2024, a call for shots fired was received by the Atlanta Police Department E911 Center. Almost immediately after the call at 12:33 a.m. at approximately 12:34 a.m. on July 2nd, a call for shot fire was received by the Atlanta Police Department E911 Center, with the caller describing hearing gunshot being fired from 3 different guns being fired in the vicinity of Peoples Street Southwest and White Street Southwest. In the analysis of Hollis call detail records at 12:34 a.m., his device is displayed in close proximity of Sparks Street. I'm not giving you the exact address. I'm just going to give you Sparks Street. Okay. All right. Interview of Hollis. Yeah, you know who Hollis is. It's Richard Hollis. I think his nickname is RJ, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Interview of Hollis. On December 3rd, 2024, which is about 3-4 months ago, guys. The homicide unit and gang unit interviewed with Richard R.J. Hold on a second. Anthony Dodson says it is the arrest record available to purchase online. The arrest record was gotten. I traveled to Fulton County to get the arrest record from the police station. Um, no, I don't think it's available. I don't know. If you do an open records request, you should be able to get it. Hollis at the Cobb County Jail, where he is currently housed on an unrelated charges. Post memoranda, Hollis was presented with photographs of all the persons of interest related to the homicide investigation and acts of retaliation against the four PF members, including Quanyavius Quan Quanyate Quan I don't know how to say these people's name. I'm just gonna call him Q. I'm sorry, guys. They call him Midnight Sanders. Reginald Yano Thomas, DeMonte Monte Thomas, Trendon Crawford, Marcus Crawford, Ali Ali Lee Cardwell, and Octavius Hot Jackson. Hollis denied knowing who any of the individuals showed. However, Hollis admitted to knowing a female amongst the photograph, whom he was in a cell phone communication on the day of the homicide between calls with other OMF members. So he was on a burner phone talking to these people from jail. He was on a burner phone talking to these people from jail. Okay. Hollis was concerned about why law enforcement had her picture, displaying that Hollis expected to see male photographs and not the female who was not involved in the homicide. Even though Hollis stated that he did not know any of the other males, he was shown evidence of his communication with several individuals using his phone number and social media account. This evidence included a view of his call details record showing that he had communication both before and after the incident on July 2nd, 2024, with Trendon Crawford, and Hollis continued to deny knowing Crawford during the interview. Hollis calls after interview incriminating statements. Now, after he had an interview with the police investigators, he decided to make a phone call to those individuals that he claims, for those individuals that he claims he didn't know. Okay. Jail call made by Hollis to his girlfriend, Carrie Bennett, using phone number, and I'm not going to give you out the phone number, it's a phone number, were received from the Cobb County Jail. Calls detail displayed that Hollis immediately made this call following the interview with the APD Homicide and Gang Unit on December 3rd, 2024, at the Cobb County Jail. During the recorded phone call, Hollis instructed Bennett to immediately throw away a pair of shoes that he called black and brown low-top Nikes 98s, resembling a Gucci pattern. Another female named Mimi joined the call via three-way. Hollis then instructed Mimi to disable his Instagram account and to tell Black, "We do not know each other." Mimi initially displayed a confusion about who Black was and asked if Black was Trendon Crawford, which Hollis confirmed. The gang unit is familiar with Trendon Crawford's street nickname Black Boy, and is saved as such in Ali Lee's Cardwell phone. Hollis also told Mimi to tell Lee and Bull not to say to people they know him either. Lee is Ali Lee Cardwell, and Bull is Antonio Bull Kirkland. Mimi then told Hollis that someone named King Slime, who the gang unit knows as Martavius Harris, is snitching on Lee and Bull. And Hollis told Mimi that the law enforcement showed him pictures of all three individuals. The significance of Hollis' behavior in making this call after this interview is that they display guilt laden factors. Bennett asked Hollis what was so important for him to be calling her. And the first subject he spoke about was getting rid of specific shoes. In the interview, it was mentioned that there were video footage of the shooting, and 6 individuals were observed shooting at the children. However, the quality of the surveillance footage was not discussed to indicate law enforcement being able to identify specific clothing. Then, in his communication with Mimi, the conversation on how well he knew the others of interest and disabling his Instagram display that Hollis was trying to disassociate himself from those believed to have assisted Hollis in the murder of the children. DeKeithion Mobley's involvement. Third party confession. During this investigation on July 24th, 2024, a concerned citizen contacted the homicide unit and said that they were speaking with relatives of J-Man, known to law enforcement as Dekeon Mobley, a relative of Willie Mobley. The relative informed the concerned citizen that D. Mobley made a third-party confession to them about his involvement in the killing of the children on Spark Street. The concerned citizen advised law enforcement that the Hoods were beefing, and the conflict extended back to Dominique Lil Baby Jones video shoot getting shot up. The concerned citizen explained that being back and forth shooting between the gang, the concerned citizen in the conversation with the relative said it was, and this got whited out some kind of way, y'all can't see what that said. I don't know what it says, but I think it's Etheridge thing. All right. The concerned citizen questioned the relative, asking if it was for real that Etheridge was beefing with Spark Street, and the relative confirmed. The concerned citizen asked the relative why they were in conflict, and the relative replied that J-Man got into with the 4PF NIGGAS. The relative told the concerned citizen that it stemmed back to when Dirty Tay Vontae Wright, born, and you got the date when he was born, I don't want to give his date, locked up for shooting a young kid. The concerned citizen informed law enforcement that J-Man felt that since he could not get to Wright, he wanted the top dog, Lil Baby. The concerned citizen said that Lil Baby, who everyone really wants, but it's hard to touch him. The concerned citizen stated that they asked the relative about J-Man, and they said J-Man did it, and they did not know who was with him, but that J-Man was. Okay, you guys are hearing this, right? In the police report, in the police, what do you call it? The press conference, they kept mentioning Lil Baby as if Lil Baby is the one that was supposedly the reason for the crime. But these people are after him, and it's kind of weird how they try to put his name in there. J-Man is caught. I think he is. He's in jail already. It's the main person involved. The concerned citizen said they did not believe the relative and said they needed to speak with J-Man themselves. The concerned citizen stated the relative professed to them that they were telling the truth because the relative was J-Man's blood cousin. If J-Man told them he was involved, then that was the truth because J-Man did not lie. The concerned citizen advised that the relative described that since J-Man did not get Lil Baby at the video shoot, he waited until midnight, till nighttime. The relative told the concerned citizen J-Man was with others, went around and shot the apartments up. After the shooting, J-Man went to the relative's house and did not know the victim he shot were children. The relative told the concerned citizen that J-Man continued shooting and he did not stop. Law enforcement asked if the relative said how many were with J-Man when he was shooting. The concerned citizen said he believed the individual told him it was J-Man and two other boys. The concerned citizen said that the individual said that J-Man named himself and two other boys. The concerned citizen did not remember the name at the time of this call and would work on getting the other names. The concerned citizen described that J-Man has just got locked. I'm sorry, J-Man has just got out of jail, and he was from Etheridge, was dark-skinned and was short. The concerned citizen advised that J-Man was at the apartment. And guys, if you check out J-Man, J-Man was the one. Hold on a second. Hold on. He had just got out of jail. J-Man had just got out. That's demonic. The Keithion Mobley. That's J-Man. He had just got out of jail. Well, I was gonna pull it up, but let me just go ahead on and finish reading this because we got a lot of reading to do. So just put that name in your memory. The Keithion Mobley. He was dark-skinned and short. The concerned citizen advised that J-Man was at the apartment on Center Street when law enforcement conducted the tactful canvass and was passing out the flyers. The concerned citizen said that J-Man left the area and said he thought his life was over with. In this, J-Man thought law enforcement was going to apprehend him that moment. Law enforcement asked what gang J-Man was in, and the concerned citizen said he was part of the Etheridge Boys. They were blood members. The concerned citizen described that J-Man was from Four Seasons, which is the Thomasville Heights area, and hung out at the Etheridge apartments and now was 2500 gang. The concerned citizen stated that the two individuals J-Man was with are literally 2,500 boys, and he normally hang out with them. The concerned citizen advised that they believe the names Jamin's cousin said was Re-Rock, describing him as 2,500 Re-Rock. The concerned citizen said they hang out at 2,500 Center Street apartments. So knows J-Man and a couple of the 2,500 in IGGAS, but did not know all of them. The concerned citizen said the day of the law enforcement canvass, J-Man ran in the apartment and ran out the back. The concerned citizen advised the apartment was in the D building. The, the tactical canvas was set up specifically in front of the D building because information and investigation led law enforcement to believe that the suspects either lived or hung out around the D building. Law enforcement asked for J-Man's Instagram, and the concerned citizen confirmed that his Instagram account was 2,500 J-Man. Law enforcement asked the concerned citizen if the relative informed on how J-Man and the others got to the scene. The concerned citizen replied that J-Man and the others drove there by the relative, never said J-Man and the others shot never said J-Man and the others shot from within the vehicle. The concerned citizen stated that the relative told them that they got out and shot. The concerned citizen described J-Man as not being a scared ass in IGGA, person not scared to react. The concerned citizen said that the relative told them that when J-Man figured out he shot kids, he was effed up. The law enforcement asked why they shot the children. The concerned citizen explained that Little Cali, the street name for the Spark Street apartment, then the concerned citizen remembered something and said whoever J-Man was getting into with the whole day from that side before the murderers, the concerned citizen said that J-Man was expecting to catch one of the 4 PF individual he was getting into with the whole day. The concerned citizen advised that J-Man went around there and started spraying whoever they saw, not knowing they were kids. The concerned citizen said they asked J-Man was going to do. The concerned citizen said they asked what J-Man was going to do, and J-Man replied that the police did not have anything on him because he was masked up and dressed up, not barefaced. Based on the gang investigation files, the alias J-Man is associated with DeKeithon Mobley, born, I'm not going to give you his birthday. He is a family member of Willie Mobley based on the Idacorp query. Parents listed under D. Mobley are, I'm not going to give you the name of the family members. And then they gave the email address, right, to him, right? And then in view of the past address location, they gave an address and for them and everything. I'm not going to give you that address either. It says 911 call. In continuous monitoring of emergency call that came up to 2500 Center Street, it was observed that a concerned citizen called E911 and advised the killer of the 2 teens killed in the city were in the parking lot. The caller informed that the suspect were near a gray Charger and a Jeep. The caller provided the Georgia tag. They gave the tag number in here too. During the investigation, the tactical canvas at 2500 Center Street, law enforcement observed a gray Charger in the parking lot as described. The gang unit obtained D. Mobley's Instagram record and reviewed multiple photographs of D. Mobley. Near and sitting on the described gray Charger, gang unit used law enforcement resources to obtain a cell phone number for D. Mobley, which was put into Fulton County jail system. Jail call between Willie and Keithion Mobley. In inquiry, D. Mobley's cell phone number in the jail call system, it was found that Willie Mobley called D. Mobley on August 28, 2024. In the call, in this call, D. Mobley gets on the end of the call and asks W. Mobley about Yano, Reginald Thomas. D. Mobley advised that Yano was snitching and provides W. Mobley with the same number law enforcement found to be associated with D. Mobley to call him. On this call, they discussed the murder on Spark Street, and D. Mobley informed W. Mobley that Monte Thomas' daddy Reginald Thomas was snitching. D. Mobley said that baby boy Devontaris Jordan was bugging when the law enforcement interviewed him. D. Mobley informed that one of the brothers told him that someone is snitching. And when D. Mobley asked who was snitching, and D. Mobley responded that King Slime, Martavius Harris, was talking. W. Mobley said that they need to figure out who the F is talking to law enforcement. W. Mobley stated that he was glad that he already told Ali Cardwell about the interview he had with law enforcement, as it appeared that W. Mobley was providing to D. Mobley that was not providing law enforcement with information. All right, now we get ready to get another set of arrests. Okay, guys, what you're hearing now is what a live that I did a couple of days ago, reading the arrest report. Now I'm just playing it on this side so you guys can hear it. It was done in my members only a few days ago. Make a note of your King Slime is not young. No, it's not. No. This is still for Marcus Crawford. All right, probable cause. Here's the probable cause it says here. The incident's summary. On July 2nd, 2024, at approximately 12:34, Atlanta E911 received call of a person shot at the Sparks Apartment Street, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County. Details of the call reported 3 juveniles, male, Zone 4 unit, and medical personnel on the scene. Lamont Freeman, born July 2nd, 2011, was confirmed deceased. Jacody Davis, born June 28, 2011, was transported to the fire station by witnesses and later succumbed to his injuries at Egleston Hospital. And Devontae Davis, born, and I don't want to give his birthday, was shot in the foot and transported to the hospital. That's the one that lived. Family members of Freeman and Davis' family advised that the Davis brothers left their apartment to wish Lamont Freeman happy birthday at midnight and were standing outside Freeman's apartment when they were gunned down. The homicide gang and crime scene unit arrived at the scene. Multiple rifles round shell casing was located on the scene, and defects on the exterior of the building were where the victim was standing. Shortly after, the Fulton County Medical Examiner Office investigator arrived. Crime scene unit, and it gave what they photographed. And you guys, I guess, once the trial start, we're gonna see all of that. But they gave the number of the bullets and stuff like that. All right. Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office. The Fulton County Examiner's Office investigator arrived. Preliminary ME investigation suggests that Lamont Freeman sustained a single gunshot wound to his head and was pronounced deceased at the scene. Jacody Davis had been transported to the fire station by a witness driving a blue Mustang and then to the Eccleston Hospital for medical attention. Jacody Davis sustained one gunshot to his chest and later succumbed to his injury during surgery. ME officer provided the case number 24-1548 for Lamar Freeman and 24-1550 for Jacody Davis. Reason for performing an examination. This 13-year-old black male was reportedly shot multiple times outside of a residence. He was, I don't have the other part, but they gave summary of findings. Gunshot wound of the head, intermediate range of fire. Entrance wound on the right side of his forehead. Neither soothe or snipping of the skin. Pathway through right frontal and temporal aspect of the scalp, skull, and brain. Exit wound involving right front temporal skull and scalp. No projectile recovered. Direction front to back, left to right, and slightly upward. Number 2, gunshot wound to the left ankle, intermediate range of fire. Entrance wound to posterior lateral aspect of the right ankle. Neither soothe or slipping seen on the skin. Pathway through skin and soft tissue of ankle. Exit wound in the anterior medial aspect of the right ankle. No projectile recovered. Direction back to front, right to left, and slightly downward. Focal blunt force trauma, superficial arterious abrasion on the right side of the back. Cause of death, gunshot wound of the head. Manner of death, homicide. Opinion. It is my opinion that Lamont Freeman died of a gunshot wound of the head. The gun wound of the right ankle was also noted. The manner of death is classified as homicide. Reason for performing an examination? This 13-year-old male was reportedly shot multiple times while outside of his residence complex. He was taken to the hospital and was pronounced deceased in the operating room. Summary of finding. Gunshot wound to the left buttock, intermediate range of fire. Entry wound in the lateral aspect of upper left buttocks. Neither soothe or stippling seen on the skin. Pathway through skin and subcarnatorous tissue of the buttock. Exit wound on medical aspect of upper left buttock. No projectile recovered. Direction front to back, left to right, and without significant vertical deviation. Number 2, gunshot wound to back. Intermediate range of fire. Entrance wound near the midline of the lower back. Neither soothe nor stippling seen on the skin. Pathway through skin and soft tissue of back. Multiple segment of intestinal status post small bowel in resection, three segments, and soft tissue and skin of abdomen. I'm sorry, abdomen. Exit wound near the lower abdomen midline. No projectile recovered. Direction back to front and slightly downward, without significant horizontal deviation. Number three, superficial cutaneous linear abrasion of the lateral aspect of the left leg. Cause of death, gunshot wound to the torso. Manner of death, homicide. Opinion. It is my opinion that Jacody Davis died of a gunshot wound to the torso. The manner of death is classified as homicide. Witnesses. An eyewitness informed officer at the scene that two vehicles were trailing one another. The witness advised that the suspect vehicle circled the complex twice as they drove back to back. Other witnesses described seeing the shooter run to the back of the apartment on Dimmock Street after the shooting. The 911 caller informed 911 dispatcher that there seemed to have been 20 to 30 gunshot fired in rapid sessions. While the investigation of the crime scene was occurring, community members of the Oakland City apartment informed law enforcement that the shooting of the children involved in gang conflict involved four pocketfuls. Home and complex surveillance. 12:26 a.m. Footage from a home on Spark Street displayed what the eyewitness described as they saw the suspect vehicle make a right on Peoples Street, and from Spark Street and a right on turn onto Dimmock Street. Ring video. Approximately 12:27 a.m. Footage from a home on Peoples Street display that the witnesses described as they saw the suspect's vehicle, a white Nissan and a gray Nissan sedan, make a right on Peoples Street from Spark Street and make a right onto Dimmock Street. While the suspect's vehicle were turning on Dimmock, the driver of the blue Mustang was driving towards the suspect vehicle. The suspect vehicle passed the children playing in the stairwell, while FUSUS cameras displayed the vehicles making a right onto Lee Street. Then a right on Spark Street, heading back towards the apartments. Ring video, a live ring video. 12:31 a.m. In the background, young children's voices could be heard laughing and playing. The children can be seen walking up and down the stairwell. 12:24:72:023:53. Approximately 12:23 a.m. Footage from a home on Peoples Street displayed that what the witnesses described as they saw the suspect's vehicle make a right on Peoples Street and from Spark and make a right onto Dimmock Street. The Davis children can be seen crossing the street to go to Lamont Freeman stairwell. The male figure approached the blue Mustang from Spark Street parking lot. The blue Mustang driver then drove to the intersection of Dimmock and Peoples Street. The blue Mustang could be seen in the frame as the suspect vehicle turned onto Dimmock Street, passing the blue Mustang. The male individual who approached the Mustang on Dimmock appears still near the apartment while standing close to the street. The individual may have seen the eyewitness as they inform Officer Rogers that they have seen the vehicle pass them, and the eyewitness had stood up to show the suspect they were watching them. Footage from the Sparks apartment and Denmark Street displays six individuals in groups of three running from the back of the parking lot where the suspect's vehicle were parked and crossed Denmark Street. They crept up to Spark Street, where the victims were playing on the steps, and once the suspect came from behind the tree, they began shooting at the victims multiple times. The suspect continued to shoot as they ran back to their vehicle and shot in the parking lot area where their vehicles were before getting in the car and driving away. Flocks and FUSUS. Before shooting, routes of the crime scene. 11:54 p.m. The vehicle were seen together on Martin Luther King Jr. at 285 westbound, with the Nissan traveling behind the gray Nissan. The white Nissan traveling behind the gray Nissan. At 12:01 a.m., the vehicle were then together on Hardwell Road at Collier Drive Northwest, with the gray Nissan traveling behind the white Nissan. 12:15 a.m., the vehicles are viewed on Peyton Street Southwest and turn onto Martin Luther King Drive Southwest. The nearest landmark of this intersection is 2442 Martin Luther King Drive, the McDonald's. At 12:16, the vehicle passed 2117 Martin Luther King Drive Southwest. At 12:19, the vehicle are viewed on Martin Luther King Drive Southwest and turn right on Ralph David Abernathy. At 12:19, the vehicle makes a right onto Cascade Avenue Southwest and then a left on Donnelly Avenue Southwest. During the incident, scoping out the location and act of shooting, witnesses advised that the vehicle circled the apartment, and at 12:25, the vehicle was viewed on footage from the Denmark Street Southwest, driving to Lee Street Southwest, making the right onto Sparks. Camera display vehicle on Spring Street. So they were watching that car, those two cars. Well, when they started doing the surveillance thing, they saw those two cars when they did the license tracker thing. Southwest, stopping at People's Street Southwest at 12:26 a.m. Surveillance footage from Sparks apartment showed the vehicles coming back onto People's Street Southwest from Donnelly Avenue Southwest and parking in the parking lot area of the complex just before Denmark Street Southwest. The vehicles were parked at the driveway entry and left running as the suspect exited the vehicle. So the car was running, y'all. So they were ready for a getaway. Dang. That's just messed up, y'all. Lord have mercy. These poor babies was out there and these people just like unalived them. It is so sad. It's so sad, y'all. So sad for those babies. I feel so bad for the babies. Guys, hit the like button. I had 44 people viewing on one, and we only have 21 likes. Come on, y'all. Come on, let's hit the likes. I'm sitting here reading for you guys. And my reading is not too terrible today, y'all. Hit the like button. Members, y'all know better. Y'all members. Y'all supposed to be doing better than the people that are not members. Can we hit the like button, please? Thank you for one person that just hit the like button. Yeah, the likes should match the members that are in here. We have 45 people viewing this on one channel, and y'all not hitting the like button. What's up with that? What's up with that, people? What's up with that? Let me see what the other channel is doing. Hold on. Let me see what y'all doing on the other channel. Let me fast forward because I'm talking too much on that one. Location on Martin Luther King from July 2nd to July at 12:10 a.m. to July 2nd 1:10 a.m. Right? Then it says vehicle recovered. Okay, let's go. On July 2nd, Captain Robinson, Fulton County Police Department, had been dispatched to Washington Road about a stolen vehicle. When the officer arrived, the victim stated that they were out of town and left their vehicle on their at their aunt's apartment complex. The victim stated the vehicle was last seen in the late hours of June 30th. The victim said their the car that they one of the cars was stolen, and the other one's a rental. One was stolen, the other one was a rental. The aunt called them later and the following day and stated that the vehicle, a 2018 white Nissan Maxima, was missing and there was no glass or any items on the floor. On August 21st, 2024, Detective York informed homicide detective Stan Sell that the 2018 white Nissan Maxima was recovered. Y'all, we got 105 viewers, right? Why you guys are not hitting the like button? Come on now. Can we please get some likes up? You guys know better. I try to do stuff for my members, and y'all just want to treat me so bad.
I'm talking.
Hit the like button, will you?
Hit the
Thank
like
you.
button.
One person hit the like button. I mean, come on, you ain't got to be a hater.
No.
All right, so
No haterade over here.
okay, it says that the white Nissan Maxima was recovered on August 8th, 2024, in a parking deck on Drew Drive Northwest in the Zone 1 area of Atlanta by APD Auto Crime Enforcement Investigation Grimsley and Towns. Investigator Grimsley and Towns. The vehicle was still at the A Town Inc. tow yard. Detective Standstill had the Nissan Maxima transported to the Public Safety Annex for further investigation. While querying through flock camera, he discovered that the car had an original tag there was a unique sticker in the back of the vehicle of the left on the license plate area. In running the registration information based on the license plate for the car, it was discovered that the vehicle was reported stolen at the South Fulton Police Department. The vehicle of this incident correspond with the flock reading, and the vehicle bear the stolen California tag affixed to the stolen vehicle in the area of 33 a.m. Washington Road at Commerce Drive, at 336 a.m. Washington Road into East Point. Atlanta Police Department Crime Lab emailed NIBIN matches for the involved case as follows. It says the target of, okay, all this reading stuff, I don't know anything about it, but it has to do with the cases and the I'm talking about the shell casing and the caliber of the weapon. It's a bunch of numbers, and I'm not going to read those numbers because it doesn't mean anything to us right now, because until we start watching the case on when trials start, then we'll know if it's a trial. Okay. Can we get the likes up? We got 106 views in here. That means people are in here. They're just not hitting the like button. We have 48 likes on this channel here. On the Infamous Slide channel. Infamous Slide channel. Y'all guys are bugging y'all. Why is my chest hurting? Come on, y'all, get the numbers up, please. Ooh, gotta stretch. No, I just have to stretch. My arm's hurting. Mel, did you hit the like button when you came in? Mel, I want to know if you hit the like button, Mel. Did you hit the like button? Yes, you did. Okay. I have to change my look, y'all. I had to change my look for CMT. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead on and read. Who is the person that's in here being a hater and didn't hit the like button? Because y'all coming in here, I see the views going up. I see the people going up. But why y'all just can't hit the like button? Parallel. Target S4M. CMT, I'm giving you June 22nd, 2024. Aggravated assault. Fugitive. Okay, y'all. You remember, y'all listening to a pre-recorded. This is an old show. So that's why you're hearing Mel and all these other people and all that. That's what this is old. This is old. I'm just paying it to the public now. It was in members only. Okay. So all right, here we go. But I'm just getting photos for CMT. CMT is working right now, y'all. So I'm just giving her different avenues. That's why I'm changing clothes and stuff like that. All right, here we go. Detective standstill. Hamilton E. Holmes Drive, Northwest. Victim was shot by 3 males and 1 driver, Zone 1. Victim was later discovered to be Willie Mobley. Target S4M. 62924, homicide. Homicide Detective York. 9 Peyton Place, Southwest. The victim was shot during a dwelling shooting by 3 male on Zone 4. Other SM4 2500 gang and Goodfellas associate were in residence during the shooting. Hold on. Broad Delulu says, why is my comments gone? It wasn't rude or anything. Well, if you said a certain word, it probably deleted it automatically because I have some censored word You might have said a word and it deleted automatically. It depends what you said. I don't know what you said because I block a lot of words. So if it's something that's part of one of my words, then that's probably what happened. Because I don't think my mods are deleting anything. Because I don't think if you're not being rude, it's just certain words I blocked out of my what's the name. It doesn't come through at all. Hey, Miss Waller. Is that the real Miss Waller? Is known as a trap spot for victims. Target S4M. July 2nd, 2024, homicide. Homicide detective Hustler Stewart. 1043 Sparks. 3 young male were targeted with 6 assailant circled the complex. No, there's no arrest warrant for Lil Baby, only for the guy Marcus Crawford and the other 6 individuals. What is 1940s is going on here? No worries, I'm out. You don't have to make announcements, Broad Delulu. I don't understand these. I mean, Broad Delulu. we in here minding our business, and so nothing was deleted on you. If you said a wrong word, it's gonna remove your whole comment. That's the way it's set up. Ran up to the victims and shot at them multiple times in Zone 4. This area is also known as stronghold for 4PF members and those who claim 1040 on the social media account. Target 4PF. The death of Turner was found to be a result of violent conflicts that had been taking place in the preceding weeks between the various allied gangs that lay claim to the west side of Atlanta, including the Goodfella Criminal Street Gang and the Four Pockets 4PF Criminal Street Gangs, which lay claims to the Oakland City neighborhood of Atlanta. Both gangs are known to have a historical conflict. However, the violent act against individual of each gangs were reignited on May 14th when the leader of 4PF rapper Dominique L. Lil Baby Jones chose to shoot a music video in the Dixie Hill neighborhood of Atlanta. The choice of the shoot of the video in a Dixie Hill location was problematic because 4PF and the resident gang member at the 2197 Verberna Street Northwest already have a contentious relationship. Due to the belief that 4PF Criminal Street Gang is responsible for the August 2021 death of their associate Marcus Big Mark Holland on August of 2021. Once the video shoot commenced, the set was met with barrage of gunfire. 3 people were shot during the incident. The gang's leader, Dominique Lil Baby Jones, was also struck by gunfire. After the incidents of the video shoot, series of linked aggravated assault and homicide took place in the following weeks between the 2 gangs. I agree, Ms. Waller. On June 29th, 2024, at 3:13 a.m., Atlanta police responded to a call for, I can't see what it says. I can't see what that says. It's cut off. Okay. When officers arrived, they found the victim, Treventia Turner, deceased at the location with multiple shell casing of various calibers located in front of the home. Gang unit investigator known no Turner to in recent years to be a gang member of the hyper-violent fam only my family faction of Goodfellow criminal street gang. In the hours following the death of Turner, his cousin Q Midnight Sanders began posting on social media in efforts to identify the party involved with Turner's death. With the intent of seeking revenge, Sanders is is a current inmate in Hancock State with the intent with a tentative parole date of February 2027. Gang unit investigators know Sanders to hold a leadership role in the hyper-violence my family faction of the Goodfellow criminal street gang. On June 29, 2024, following the death of Turner, Sanders made numerous social media posts to include two posts that state all NGGAS just killed my little cousin, and I'm saying this SHIT one time. All y'all NIGGA better tell me some, which led to a gang unit investigator, M. Beverino, obtaining a search warrant for Sanders' Instagram records from the time Turner's death through July 1st, 2024, to help mitigate any retaliatory violence. The death of Turner was believed to be a result of an enormous violent conflict that had been taking place in the preceding weeks between the various allied gangs that lay claims to the west side of Atlanta, to include Goodfellow Criminal Street Gang and the Four Pocket Full Street Gang, which lay claims to Oakland City neighborhood of Atlanta. The current conflict was ignited on May 14, 2024, when the leader of 4PF, rapper Dominique Lil Baby Jones, chose to shoot a music video in a Dixie Hill neighborhood of Atlanta. The choice to shoot the video in the Dixie Hill location was problematic due to the fact that 4PF and the resident gang members, the location already was contentious relationship due to the belief that 4PF criminal street gang is responsible for the August 21st, 2021 death of associate Marcus Big Mark Holland in August 2021. Once the video shoot commenced, the set was met with a barricade of gunfire. 3 people were shot during the incident, and gang member leader Dominique Lil Baby Jones was struck by gunfire. After the incidents at the video shoot, a series of linked aggravated assault and homicide took place and followed the following weeks of the two groups. They keep repeating the same thing, y'all. Sorry. All right. A review of Sanders' social media records revealed that Sanders sent what was believed by him to be a disappearing photo message on June 30, 2024. The message is sent to Marktavius Smith, who is currently an inmate at Macon State Prison and also claims affiliation with OMF faction of the Goodfellow criminal street gang. Smith sent a photo with the name J Shot in letter across it to Sanders. Gang unit investigator M. Benverito know John J. Shot Smith to be a member of the 4PF criminal street gang who is known to frequent the Spark Street area and have close relationship with the gang leader Dominique Little Baby Jones. John J. Shot Smith can be seen in historical photos on social media in the company of the gang leader Dominique Lil Baby Jones in the location of 1043 Spark Street Southwest, Fulton County. On July 1st, 2024 at 6:38 p.m., Sanders tell Marktavius Smith to call him, and the Marktavius Smith and Sanders exchanged the phone number, and they gave it two numbers, right? Following reach out to Marktavius Smith on July 1st, 2021 at approximately 6:38, gang unit investigator M. Memberino discovered, as per Sanders' call detail records, he and Marktavius Smith speak via telephone at approximately sorry, had to sneeze. Hold on. Sorry. I had to sneeze, y'all. Oh, okay. I think I'm okay now. The phone call at 7:30 p.m. via telephone number for 22 seconds on July 1st at approximately 7:43, a short time after 7:30. Memorial service is scheduled to be held at the scene for Turner's death. Sanders used his social media account to comment on a flyer for the event and says, "Damn, cuz this SHIT hurts, but you know how I'm coming. This SHIT almost over, gangster. I love you to death. OMG or die, BITCH." Guys, hit the like button when you come in, please. All right. At approximately 8:49, Sanders message user Monte SM4, who gang unit investigator Ben Burrito, known as the Monte Thomas, son of OMF criminal street gang member Reginald Yano Thomas, and instruct him to call me ASAP. And as per Sanders' call detail records, at approximately 10:05 p.m., 20 seconds phone call, it take place between both the Monte Thomas and Sanders, with Thomas using phone number, and then they give the phone number. Instagram records obtained by gang unit investigator M. Beverino for both Sanders and DeMonte Thomas shows the following conversation previously took place on June 29, 2024, in the hours following the death of Turner. Turner, Monte, and then give the Instagram. Body, you know why, WYO, you good? And Sanders' reply says, "Body, y'all. Lil one, you know how I'm is about y'all." And then Sanders go back and said, "Body, this SHIT got me effed up, but you know that get back game is." And then Thomas says, "Body, I love you, bruh. Send your number. Body, I love you too. Body," and then they give him phone number. "Body, yeah, YK, I am a take on everything I can while you in there. You're gonna be out with me in a minute." And then Body, y'all, FR, got this. We got this. Throughout the course of the gang unit investigator, M. Ben Marita investigating numerous Fulton County search warrant were obtained for social media records, call detail records, and cellular device extraction for the suspect that the gang unit investigator Vinverino identify as being involved in the conspiracy to murder those involved in the death of Turner. A review of the phone extraction obtained by Ali Lee Cardwell showed that approximately 7:20 p.m. on July 1st, 2024, shortly after Sanders engaged in a communication with Martavius Smith, Cardwell and Sanders engaged in 7-minute and 28-second video call. Gang unit Mbe Marino knew Cardwell to be a high-ranking member of the hybrid violent OMF faction of the Goodfella criminal street gang. Cardwell, similar to Sanders, had an extreme relationship with Turner. And at approximately 8:30, Sanders and Caldwell engaged in a 50-second video call, and again at 8:35 p.m., Sanders and Caldwell engaged in a 4-minute and 38-second video call. It should be noted that the video calls would not be presented in call detail records, and for several past investigation that gang unit investigator Ember Marina has participated in. She has knowledge that gang members often utilize video call in attempt to evade the interception of calls while discussing particularly incriminating topic as a precautionary measure in the event that their cellular device is the target of wiretap order. Following the video call with Sanders and Cardwell, receive a video call from Tredon Crawford at approximately 9:02 p.m. Gang unit investigator Envin Marito knew that Tredon Crawford to be an associate of the OMF faction of the Goodfella criminal street gang, who, like Cardwell and Sanders, had an extreme close relationship with Turner. Gang unit investigator learned that Tredon Crawford was present at the scene of Turner's death while investigators were on the scene. Following Sanders' conversation early in the night on July 1st, 2024, and the subsequent video calls with Cardwell, gang unit investigator Mbe Marino was able to see the numerous call conversation begin to take place between multiple individuals who would have a vested interest in interacting revenge on those involved in the murder of Turner. Gang unit investigator M. Vinverito was able to see through the call detail records obtained from the suspects on gang unit investigator Vinverito that Ali Lee Cardwell, Tredon Crawford, Marcus Crawford, Reginald Yano Thomas, DeMonte Monte Thomas, and Richard J. R. Hollis engaged in numerous forms of communication throughout the night leading into early morning hours of July 2nd, 2024. Calls detail records also consist with Marcus Crawford meeting up with Ali Lee Cardwell and Tredon Crawford. From the analysis of the call detail records obtained from the aforementioned suspect, investigators were able to see that the extensive communication between the suspects ceases approximately 12:06 on July 2nd and does not resume again until approximately 12:57 a.m. on July 2nd. All detailed records, with the exception of those belonging to DeMonte Monte Thomas and Richard J.R. Hollis, shows the phone belonging to suspect remaining stationary during a period of ceased communication. Gang unit investigator M. Marino knows from her experience with investigation involving members of Goodfella criminal street gang will sometime leave the cellular device associated with him behind in unconspicuous location while crime are being carried out in attempt to mask true location of the suspect at the time of the crime. Gang unit investigator Ember Marino also knows that in an effort to devise deceive law enforcement seeking call detail records. Suspect will direct individuals to make and receive calls using the suspect's cellular number while it is left behind. Throughout the course of her investigation, gang unit investigator Ember Marino learned that during the cease period of communication between suspects approximately 12:33 on July 2nd, 2024 is when the children were ambushed and killed at 1043 Spark Street, Atlanta, Fulton County. Based on the evidence in the crime scene and surveillance footage obtained by multiple locations around the crime scene, it is discovered that there were six shooters who exited the white Nissan Maxima and a gray Nissan Maxima that had been trailing each other to the crime scene during the incident, and they fled from the incident. On July 2nd, 2024 at 12:15, the vehicles were viewed on Peyton Place Southwest, the area where Turner had been murdered on June 29th, and turned right on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, the nearest landmark intersection of 2442 Martin Luther King Drive. At 12:16, the vehicle were viewed on video passing 2174 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Southwest. At 12:19, the vehicles are viewed on Martin Luther King Drive Southwest and turn right on I'm getting tongue tied. Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, then make a right on Cascade Avenue Southwest, and then left onto Donnelly Avenue Southwest. The vehicles then take Donnelly Avenue Southwest to the area of the crime scene. Surveillance footage obtained from multiple locations surrounding 1043 South Spark Street, Southwest, Atlanta, Fulton County. There were six shooters who exit the white Nissan Maxima and a gray Nissan Maxima that had been trailing each other at the location. The occupants exit the vehicles on foot and fire numerous shots at the location before returning to their vehicle and leaving the location. The vehicle continued to drive with each other as they left the scene, with the gray Nissan consistently being the lead. Apartment complex surveillance camera at the scene showed the vehicles left the complex parking area on Peoples Street Southwest and turned left on Donnelly Avenue Southwest. Heading back towards the vicinity of Peyton's Place, the suspect vehicle took the same route, making a left on Cascade Avenue Southwest and left on Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. At 12:35 a.m., the vehicle is viewed on camera at Ralph David Abernathy and Martin Luther King Drive Southwest, where they continue to drive on Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard. Although at the time of the incident, both vehicles had, I cannot read that part, it's taken away, sorry. Identified basis of the distinctive features in the bumper sticker, the vehicle was identified to belonging to a person who's reported the vehicle was stolen in South Fulton Police Department on July 2nd, 2024. Donnelly informed responding officer that her vehicle was seen in the late hours of June 30th, 2024. On July 1st, 2024, the 2018 white Nissan Maxima belonging to Donnelly can be observed on various license plate reader throughout the Atlanta bearing California tag. The detailed records obtained by Richard R.J. Hollis shows a cellular device associated with Hollis tracking with the pattern of the traveler throughout the day. Investigator also discovered that on July 1st, the white Nissan Maxima bearing the stolen California tag and the rented maroon 2024 Nissan Altima that Tredon Crawford was in possession of at that time hit the same license plate reader in the vicinity of 9 Peyton Place, Southwest, Fulton County, Within 5 minutes of each other, the white Nissan Maxima bearing a stolen California tag hit the license plate reader at approximately 8:45 p.m., with Crawford's rental vehicle hitting the same license plate reader at approximately 8:50 p.m. This coincided with both parties leaving the location of the vigil that they've been held. The vigil. Okay, I don't know why they spelled it that way. That had been held for Turner at 9 Peyton Place Southwest, Fulton County at 7:30 p.m. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please, when y'all come in. All right. Further analysis of the call detail records attributed to Richard R.J. Hollis shows that the cellular device belonging to Hollis connected to the cellular tower associated with the incident location of 1043 Sparks Street, Southwest, Atlanta, Fulton County. As the suspect vehicle begins to circle the incident location, the cellular device then disconnects with the tower associated with the incident location as the first 911 call for service is received regarding shots fired at the location and connects with a tower consistent with the pattern of travel of the suspect's vehicle fleeing from the incident's location. Gang unit investigator M. Benverito was able to, locate the Instagram post made by Reginald Yano Thomas on July 2nd, 2024, approximately 15 minutes before shots were fired at the location at 1043 Sparks Southwest, Atlanta, Fulton County, during Reginald Yano Thomas is filming himself inside of a vehicle with an assault rifle. During the video, Reginald Yano Thomas is singing along with the song Safe Mode, which is performed by Ricky 24 Heavy Hill, who gang unit investigator Ember Marina knows to hold a leadership role in Goodfella criminal street gang. Reginald Yano Thomas posted the capture, "Just know y'all left me numb. ION give no F who died. Hashtag F y'all," across the video. We need to go see that video. We need to go see that Instagram, y'all. We need to go see that Instagram. Instagram record obtained by the gang unit investigator M. Marino for both Sanders and Reginald Yano shows the following incident as approximately 1:37 a.m. following conversation take place. Here's the conversation, y'all. Sanders. Okay, you all ready? At 12 o'clock. This is on This is sent on Instagram, and it says sent 2024 7:02 at 1:37 at 45 a.m. He says, "I love you, my brother. We're gonna be okay." And then Thomas says, "Body, I love you more, brother." And then Sanders says, "Body, strong emoji, strong arm emoji, black heart emoji, strong arm emoji, and black heart emoji." And then Sanders says, "Body, we really them. We really them? I don't know what that means. Really them. REALLY. I don't know." From that phone extraction obtained by the cellular device belonging to Altavia Hot Jackson, who gang unit investigator M. Ben Marino knows to hold a leadership role in the Goodfella criminal street gang. The following conversation was discovered to have taken place between Cardwell and Sanders using Telegram. Oh, They're using Telegram, y'all, now. Uh-oh. Messaging app between June 30th and July 2nd. Uh-oh, Telegram. It was the 4 p.m. That's what Sanders says to that person. And during 11 second incoming video call, 12 seconds, Sanders says 4 p.f. Sanders said, and an incoming video duration 614 seconds. Sanders said this message featured on social media. Elijah Eli Payton. And then at 3:45 a.m. on July 2nd, Sanders sends a message says that one for them. And then Sanders sent a message on 7/2/2024 at 3:52 a.m. He's saying he was in the car. And then from the phone extraction obtained from the cellular device belonging to Ali Lee Cardwell, the following conversation was discovered to have taken place between Cardwell and Sanders between June 30th and July 2nd. Sanders says at 11:42, 6:30, this SHIT hurt. Cardwell says, yo, as that was at 5:46. Then Sanders say on 7/1 at 6:29 p.m. WHOA, whoa, right? And then Cardwell goes and say FT me. What do FT me mean? FT me. FaceTime? Okay, thank you. You guys are smart. Thank you, guys. Okay, he says it should be noted that after this message, multiple video call takes place between Sanders and Cardwell. Then Sanders at 3:45 a.m. on July 2nd said this one of them. This message is featured on social media, a photo of Elijah Eli Payton. And then Cardwell says, okay. The gang unit investigation knows Elijah Eli Patton to frequent the location 1043 Spark Street Southwest and claims association with 4PF Criminal Street Gang unit. Gang unit investigator also know Payton is also a close associate of John J. Shot Smith and also associate of Dominique Lil Baby Jones. The phone number then associated with Payton is utilized in cell phone tower association. The location is around the time of incident taking place. On July 15, 2024, National Integrated Ballistic Information Network lead was identified for a 22-3 shell casing that was collected at the scene on July 2nd, 2024. Incident at 1043 Spark Street. The lead was related to the aggravated assault shooting documented under Atlanta Police Department case number 2303-90642. Nathan Bernard Gilstrap was shot in the face by an individual in another vehicle while driving in the area of 2392 Donald Lee Howell Parkway, Atlanta, Fulton County. During the course of the aggravated assault, investigator Mustafa investigation was provided the Instagram account of Ali Lee Cardwell as possible suspect in the shooting that had assaulted the victim the day before. Based on what was obtained in the social media record for Sanders on Tuesday, July 9, 2024, gang unit investigator Envin Marina obtained an order authorizing interception or wire or oral communication electronic communication for contraband cell phone belonging to cell. There they go again in the jail with those phones, y'all. Um, okay. Authorizing interception or wire, oral and electronic communication for contraband, the contraband cell phone belonging to Sanders. Interception of communication from, they gave the phone number, commenced on Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. On July 12th, 2024, during an inception of call, Altavius Hot Jackson, using the phone number, and they give a phone number, Sanders speaks with a male caller identified by the gang unit investigator, M. Ben Marino, as Altavia Hot Jackson, who Sanders refers to H multiple times throughout the conversation. Jackson was recently released from federal prison on June 14, 2024. During target call 817, which lasted over an hour, the death of Turner and the need for retaliation is discussed again multiple times throughout the call, specifically saying they are gangsters and can't do nothing but get some back. In response to Turner's murder, gang unit investigator Ember Marino, known from the knowledge and experience that get back is a term commonly used as gang members in reference to violent retaliation. The parties also discussed that gang unit investigator Ember Marino believes, based on the hyper violent event that had occurred prior to this conversation, to be an ambush and the shooting murder of the children on 1043 Spark Street. While talking about retaliation, the parties on the call talk about people being frugilous as NIGGAS. And they both agreed that they dislike what happened during the botched attempt at the retaliation on the return side, which gang unit investigator M. Marino recognized as a reference to the murder of the children on 1043 Spark Street. Sanders then tells Jackson, almost in what appears to be an attempt to defend what had happened, I ain't going for no NIGGA doing nothing to us. And you can't be doing nothing to us and still be breathing. I ain't going, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? To which Jackson agreed. From the gang unit investigator Ember Marino, not knowledge and investigation into the ambush of the children on 1043 Spark Street. The children were not the intended target of the attack, but rather collateral damage. Throughout the course of the investigation into the ambush of the children on 1043 Spark Street, the three children victims were found to have no involvement in any criminal street gang activity. During an interception call that took place on August 7, 2024, between Sanders and his ex-wife, Lakeisha Sanders, using phone number, Sanders stated that he knows that 4PF was responsible for death of Turner. During the call, Sanders repeatedly discussed need for revenge for the death of Turner and how he will go to war with the leader of 4PF criminal street gang, Dominique Lil Baby Jones. Sanders repeatedly state how he needs revenge on Dominique Lil Baby Jones and the 4PF criminal street gang, and at one point street gang, and at one point during the call, Sanders tells Lakeisha Sanders how when he planned to extort Dominique Lil Baby Jones for $5 million, and that when he got out, I'ma tear Oakland City apart. I ain't gonna be no more PFM. There ain't gonna be no more PFM when I get out. When I get done with that SHIT. It won't be no more. I'm gonna tell that NIGGA ass you're gonna pay me for or continue bury your homeboys. Sanders tell Lakeisha Sanders that he is ready to get active and that he cussed these NIGGAS out because all these NIGGAs supposed to be dying. Y'all NIGGAs act like y'all scared. These NIGGAs supposed to be crying. Take a wanna be crying because I wanna been I would have been pulled up and killed her baby daddy. And then Lakeisha Sanders asked, who is he referring to? Sanders responded, you know, her baby daddy, J Shot. I would have pulled up and killed him. No cap. Y'all, they got me talking Ebonic here. Okay, they got me talking very much Ebonic here, y'all. Very much Ebonic. All right. Toria, did you hit the like button when you came in here? Because I didn't see the numbers going up when you came in. I hope you hit the like button. All right, let's see. During the interception of call take place on August 3rd, 2024, between Sanders and Ali Lee Cardwell, using the number, Sanders tells Cardwell how another Goodfellow member learned of a group chat between members of 4PF Criminal Street Gang in which they were discussing having something done to Cardwell. Immediately after the call with Cardwell, Sanders called an unidentified party going by the name AJ using phone number, and then Sanders inquired about the plot to harm Cardwell and tell to not touch Cardwell because he's fam, and tell the call party to dead that situation, and asked the call party who ordered the Cardwell to be harmed. The call party responded and said he doesn't know the person, but he had heard that Cardwell did some crazy SHIT. I'm going to say on the phone, type SHIT. You feel me? To which Sanders responded, yeah, and tell the call party to call him via video call. The reference, okay, this messed up. I can't see that part, y'all. A short time later, Sanders and Cardwell engaged in a 5 minutes, 50-second video call. Immediately after that, getting off the phone with Sanders, Cardwell attempted to call Tredon Crawford, who gang unit investigator Inven Marina knows to also be involved in the incident on July 2nd, 2024. Multiple times via video call. Cardwell and Crawford then proceed to have both 10 minutes and 18 seconds video call, followed by a 2-hour and 20-second video call. 20 minutes video call. On August 13, 2024, during an interception call, Sanders calls his girlfriend, Califia Sadie, using phone number, and his mother, Lisa Sanders. Join the call later via three-way using the number. Earlier on the day, Atlanta Police Department gang unit traveled to Hancock State Prison to visit Sanders to discuss the murder of his cousin, Trevante Threat Turner, as well as information. Wait a minute. Is that the same threat that Woody knows? Is that the same threat, y'all? Is that the same threat? M. Miller, did you hit the like button? Is that the same threat, y'all? It is? Okay. He did die around August, didn't he? Yes. Okay, y'all. Okay. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Okay. Threat Turner, as well as any information that may have aid in the investigation into the murder of the children on 1043 Spark Street. Later that night, after gang unit investigator Inven Marino and Flores had left the prison and returned back to Atlanta, the target calls Sadie. The target calls Sadie, and had become extremely paranoid. Uh-oh. And insisted to change his number. The following exchange take place between Target and Sadie on the call. Sadie, I'm trying to see what's wrong because my thing is about it is. Huh? I'm trying to see what's wrong because my thing about it is. Y'all, I don't know what they're saying, man. I don't know what these people saying. But I'm going to read it again. It's not my reading, it's they're talking, okay? I'm trying to see what's wrong because my thing about it is you don't want people to worry about you. That's the only thing I'm trying to think about. Why would you not be like you? Okay, hold on. Why would you not be like, did you reach out to anybody if that the case? If that's the case. I don't know what the hell that lady just said, but I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it again, y'all. Thank you, Brandy. Okay, I'm going to read it again. I don't know what. Okay, here she go. I don't know what's going on, but I guarantee you if somebody. Oh, I'm sorry. I moved to the wrong spot. Sorry, y'all. She got me crazy. I moved further down. Hold on. Let me go back up to where I was at. Why would you be Why would you not be like you did reach out to anybody if that's the case? Y'all figure that out, what she's saying, because I can't figure it out. Then Sandra said, man, you don't even know what went on. Then Sadie says, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, why you could call before this? Or send a text like you good, or some shit, shit, like this. I don't know what be going on, but I guarantee you, if somebody you don't call nobody and they waiting on your call, you probably shouldn't pick up. You probably should have picked up. Then Sanders says, I really gotta change this number, thought. Then she says, why? Then he says, them folks came down here today. You heard me? And then she said, what what did what to you? And then he said, gang unit and homicide detective. And then she said, so what did you do with your phone? Like you didn't have your phone on you when they came? Then he said, no, they called me up front. I was in this bitch sleep and shit like 11. My brother had done told me about this shit with threat, and that shit was ugly. They pushed up. They were like, we ain't coming to charge you intelligently to stop the shit they're doing. And then she said, they what? And then he said, what do you mean? Like, they're like, that's your cousin. The like folks on the west side sliding for him. They're like they showed me 9 bodies. They told me a little kid got killed. Sadie said, oh. And Sanders said, they told me 9 body, bro. They like this shit going to on because Lil Baby, god damn it, them folks show Lil Baby did that shit. You know what I'm saying? They like, we know that he's goddamn. This is what they said to him. And then Sanders says, Threat supposed to had got killed because of the video shoot. And Sadie said, that's why you been. Then he says, I really got to change this number though. I really ain't did this SHIT yet. I really think this SHIT gonna have me effed up. You know what I'm saying? They 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 came you the goddamn come you can't stop between you and what in the world? I don't understand this. You can stop it between you and Lil Baby. And Sadie says, You supposed you supposed to told them don't got nothing to do with it. I don't know nothing about it. But if y'all can free me, I can stop it. No, for real. You supposed to say that. I don't know what y'all talking about. If y'all free me, I can stop everything. That's what Sadie said to him. It should be noted that at no point in time did Sanders mention any indication that his phone calls were being intercepted when discussing changing his number, but rather it appears Sanders was attempting to distance himself from the phone number itself that shows up in the call detail records associated with this case. On December 3rd, 2024, investigator Inven Marino and D. Hulse conducted an interview with Richard J. Hollis at the Cobb County Jail, where he is currently being housed on an unrelated charge. Post memorandum, Hollis was presented with photos of the suspect related to the investigation, including Midnight Sanders, and Reginald Yano Thomas, DeMonte Monte Thomas, Tredon Crawford, Marcus Crawford, and Ali Lee Cardwell, and Octavius Hot Jackson. Hollis denied investigator Enver Marina and D. Hulse that he knew any of the aforementioned individual. When confronted with the when confronted with the fact by investigator M. Ben Marino and D. Hulson that Hollis engaged in communication with several of the individuals using both his phone number and social media account, Hollis still maintained that he did not know them. Investigator M. Vimberino and Halls showed Hollis the call detail records showing that he had communicated both before and after the incident on July 2nd with Tredon Crawford, and Hollis continued to deny knowing Crawford. Gang unit investigator M. Bimberino obtained a jail call made by Hollis to his girlfriend, Carrie Bennett, using phone number that was made immediately following the interview conducted with Hollis by investigator M. Bimberino and D. Hollis. On December 3rd, 2024, at Cobb County Jail, during the recorded phone call, Hollis instructed Bennett to immediately throw a very specific pair of shoes that he referred to as black and gray Nikes, and that he left behind at the house following his arrest on August 28, 2024. During the call, another female named Mimi joined the call via three-way. Hollis then instructed her to disable his Instagram account and tell Black we do not know each other. Mimi seemed confused at first as to who Black is and asked if Black was Tredon Crawford, to which Hollis eventually confirmed it is. Gang unit investigator M. Vimberito knew Tredon Crawford to go by a nickname Black or Black Boy, and is saved as such in Ali Lee Cardwell's phone. Hollis also tells Mimi to tell Lee and Bull do not tell people they know him either. Gang investigator M. Marino knew from this investigation and others that Lee is Ali Lee Cardwell and Antonio Bull Kirkland. Mimi then says that someone named King Slime, who gang unit investigator knew as Montavious Harris, is snitching and on Lee and Bull, and says that the gang unit investigator M. Marino showed him pictures of all three individuals. The Goodfellas criminal street gang was established in the early 2000s by Abdullah Williamson, aka Goodfather Frank Asama. At the time, Williamson was serving 10-year sentence for robbery. He was released in mid-2000 but was sent back to prison in 2006 with a life sentence for charges including armed robbery and aggravated assault. The creation and expansion of the gang was facilitated by George III Redding, aka Pope World, and Johnny McClendon, aka Pope Luciano, who became the second highest ranking members under Williamson. A mafia-style structure is predominated in the gang. Members refer to the gang as the mob or La Familia or La Costa Nostra, which is an Italian for this thing of ours. Beyond simply taking old mafia names, they have adopted codes intact of the infamous crime families. They have a defined ranking order that is maintained with the highest integrity. Members have also adopted a code of silence used by the mafia called omertà. This word originated in old world crime family from centuries ago, but also became a common term for complete silence regarding criminal activity, especially concerning law enforcement investigation. Members are required to pledge complete allegiance to the gang, even above their family or their own self-interest. Every criminal activity in which Goodfellow engaged is geared around making money and protecting their ability to do so. Their desire is to control territories and therefore profit from any and all illegal activity that takes place in those areas. They have established control in criminal activity in several prisons and jail and are expanding their influence. Violence is the cold core of Goodfellow operation. As it is, the Goodfellow have a cachet of true hitmen who serve as their enforcers to engage in murders for hire and are known or are suspected to have committed numerous murders. The Goodfellow have shown that they are ready to kill to protect their enterprise. But they are also available to hire for outside sources. In several instances, members were hired by unrelated persons to kill people who are not considered enemies of the Goodfellow. Intelligence has shown that the price of murder can range from $10,000 to $20,000, but can cost more than less depending on the circumstance. The continued practice wanton violence carried out by members of the Goodfellow criminal street gang helped to further the gang hyper-violent reputation and insist fear among rival gang and members of the general public. The gang was created in the prison system and is still operating within the prison wall. However, Goodfellow has created a network that extends widely outside the walls and has expanded rapidly throughout Atlanta. Richard Hollis involvement. On July 1st, 2024, a 2018 white Nissan Maxima belonging to South Fulton victim can be observed on various license plate reader LPRS throughout Atlanta bearing California tag. The detailed records obtained for the Richard R. J. Hollis show the cellular device associated with Hollis tracking the pattern of travel of the Nissan Maxima used in the homicide throughout the day. Based on a gang unit investigation of Tredon Crawford and his involvement in the violent retaliation acts against four PF members, it was discovered that on July 1st, 2024, the stolen white Nissan Maxima bearing the stolen California tag and the rented maroon 2024 Nissan Altima Tredon Crawford had at the time hit the same license plate reader in the vicinity of 9 Peyton Place, Southwest Atlanta, Fulton County, Georgia. Within 5 minutes of each other, the white Nissan Maxima bearing stolen California plates hit the license plate reader approximately 8:45 p.m. and Crawford's rental vehicle hit the same license plate reader approximately 8:50. These findings displayed that both parties left the location of the visual that had been held for Turner at 9 p.m. 9 Peyton Place Southwest on July 1st, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. Call detail records. During the gang unit investigation of members affiliated with the OMF criminal street gang, it was discovered that Richard Hollis' cell phone number analysis of the call detail record attributed to Richard J.R. Hollis displayed that Hollis' device connected to the cellular tower associated with the incident location at 1043 Sparks Street, Southwest Atlanta, Fulton County, simultaneously with the suspect's vehicle being seen on surveillance footage circling the incident location. The cellular device then disconnects from the tower associated with the incident location as the first 911 call for service is received regarding shots fired at that area. In correlation with the FUSUS footage on the pattern of travel of the suspect vehicle, Hollis' device connected the tower 2442 Martin Luther King Drive, Southwest Atlanta, and 1815 Martin Luther King Drive, Southwest Atlanta, fleeing from the incident location. Link of OMF criminal street gang. Hollis' cell phone records display consistent communication with his regular call list and fellow affiliate of OMF. Throughout July 1st, 2024, before the homicide of Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis at midnight, the OMF members attended the visual of Turner and hours later carried out the violent assault on Oakland City that took the lives of two innocent victims and injured the third. The gang unit discovered multiple cell phone calls made by OMF members on July 1st, 2024 and July 2nd, 2024. In this, numerous phone conversation began to take place between multiple individuals conversating about interacting revenge on 4PF members they believe to be involved in the murder of Turner. The gang unit observation of call detail records obtained for the gang members involved in the retaliation overt act of 4PF members displayed that Ali Lee Cardwell, Tredon Crawford, Marcus Crawford, Reginald Yano Thomas, DeMonte Monte Thomas, and Richard J.R. Hollis engaged in various forms of communication throughout the night, leading into the early morning hours of July 2nd, 2024. From the Homeland Unit analysis of the call details records for Ali Lee Cardwell, Tredon Crawford, Marcus Crawford, Reginald Yano Thomas, DeMonte Monte Thomas, and Richard J.R. Hollis, detail displayed the extensive communication between all individuals stopped approximately 12:06 a.m. on July 2nd and did not continue until I can't see the rest of that. Okay. And that is it, y'all. That was it. That was the whole 28 pages. I finished it for you guys. That was it. That was it. F members. All right, y'all. That was it. Gang. Natasha said gang unit sucks. Don't believe them. You don't. Oh, so King Lion is a Jeffrey anyway. You guys are too much, y'all. You guys are too much. Lord have mercy. But that is the police arrest report that I read a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to bring it up to you guys with the update. Okay, so I am about to take off now, and I'll see you guys later. I don't think there's anything else for me to do. CMT, is that a nice pose for you? Yeah, I gotta get my reaction poses together for CMT to put me up. So that's why I changed clothes and did all that stuff. Okay. But anyway, my darlings, I will be back. And there is supposed to be a trial that I was supposed to be involved in. Oh yeah, my back hurts. It's called old age. But my darlings, I'm about to take my butt off this live, and I will see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye. All right, see you later. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign enjoys what we'll gain. We're a